Welcome to the Survivor Cagayan Unofficial Aftershow. I'm your host as always, Edward Crane. Now let's kick this shit up to 11 and start this bitch. So Jeffrey, Trish, and Cass, they all felt like, oh crap, we're on the bottom now, and we're gonna be 8, 7, and 6 going home. But when Tony said that, look, this is a 5 I want to take to the end. This is gonna be 5 I'm gonna stick with. I honestly thought, and then Trish was like, oh, okay. How gullible can you be? I mean, like, granted, he can be loyal, but the dude is as unpredictable as the winning numbers for Powerball or something. Speaking of Tony, he made a spy shack near the drinking area. So he made something similar to this, but we didn't really see him use it that much. When he made this spy shack, I was like, can this actually work? Later, when Jeffra and Trish were talking near the water, it actually works. I mean, props to him. He's pretty much making game-changing stuff. I mean, like, watch, in the future, people are gonna, like, cheat off him and, like, know his strategy and play it like he does. People are going to try and do what he does in this game and try and sneak and make camouflage and, like, spy shacks. So he's revolutionizing the game if people would do what he did in this, which they'd be stupid not to. So reward challenge was barbecue in caves. Freaking awesome. I can't imagine another place I want to eat barbecue. Actually, it would be pretty nice to do that. So the teams were Jeffra and everyone else on Spencer's Alliance versus Wu, Tony, Trish, and Cass. And first it looked like Spencer's team was winning, but then it looked like Tony's team was winning, but then Spencer's team pulled it out through cheating because Tony's team, they were getting the paddles all together and they knew the answer. They just couldn't arrange it fast enough, and Spencer's team overheard it and was like, worth playing for. And they were able to do it faster. So that should teach you, kids. Cheaters always prosper. Now, in this little reward, since Jeffra was feeling sketchy, she could switch at this point, and, well, it could happen. And knowing me, because I really want Spencer to win, I kind of want it to happen, because I want the people I want to win. I mean, that's happened to me with Cochran and Tyson for the last 2 seasons. I rooted for them, they won. But I want Spencer to win too. Let's keep up the momentum for me getting this stuff right. I mean, I want Wu to win too, but he's no Spencer. Speaking of Wu, he and Trish were going for papayas, and then suddenly there was this huge freaking papaya tree, and Wu was like trying to be all awesome, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna climb it, and then I'm gonna get papayas. Trish actually said these papayas were as big as Morgan's boobs, and I kinda like that similarity. Anyway, Wu fell off the tree, and he clichely fell on his ass. Like, my ass! Ow, I just hurt my fucking ass. It's always the ass when it's, like, supposed to be a comedic fall. I thought it was pretty funny, but I'm glad he didn't. Well, it would have been better for Spencer Game if he injured himself, but I'm glad he didn't actually do it. Reward was pretty nice. I mean, like I said, the barbecue, the cave, that's pretty amazing, and the letters from home pretty much tops it off. I mean, like, Jeffra, I mean, it really touched your heart, and I kind of smiled, and it was a heartwarming part. So, immunity challenge. This is basically balancing a ball on a stick, and like you basically have to be inclined on a narrow plane like this, and like have to take steps down and hold it further on the pool, which makes it difficult. Basically, in the first round, half of everyone was like out. Then in the second round, it came down to the three people that have already won immunity: Wu, Tosh, and Spencer. Now, come on, Spencer, you can do this. Then Wu goes out. Then Wu goes out in the final round, and then I'm like, yeah, brain power, bitch. Tosh and Spencer. And Tosh won, but I was like, dang it, no. Why can't Spencer win? It's Spencer. He deserves to win. But, hey, at least it's a fellow brain. So back at camp, after the immunity challenge, Tony goes looking around the tree like, oh, I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna look by this huge tree that kind of stands out and looks like a rocket ship. So I'm gonna look through it. He looks, and he finds the special hidden immunity idol, which basically means he can play. If he's voted out of the game, all he has to do is show this thing, and then he basically survives. So, yeah, Tony's gonna stay around for a while, even if there is an uprising. So, Jeffra originally promised to actually work with Spencer's alliance, but then she pretty much went back on that. And I'm like, fuck. Those three, pretty much in a corner, they start to reveal things, like Jeremiah reveals that he's a model, which, like, they didn't like, okay, you're a model, so what? It's not like it would have affected you making it to the end. I mean, Spencer was like that, which I can understand, and Spencer let loose that he had the hidden immunity idol, the normal one, and I'm like, okay, this bonds the alliance together, and hopefully things will work out. If they don't, fuck! So, at a tribal, Spencer basically said that Tony cannot be trusted, and he makes promises more than I. He breaks so many promises. Like, alright, he breaks promises like I drink coffee. And I'm a man who enjoys his coffee. So, Tony basically says before the vote, he has a bag of tricks. And, like, red flag, that means hidden immunity idol. So, when the voting is done, Jeff says, if you have a hidden immunity idol, you can play it now. And then Spencer gets up. He was going to give it to Jeremiah to keep him safe, but then Tony pulled out. Then Tony put out his idol in the wrapping, and then that made Spencer panic. And probably what was going through probably what was going through his head was, oh crap, they're going to have to re-vote because everyone who got votes was either one of these two, and I'm pretty much going home. So he panicked, and with good reason, because what Tony did was pretty smart. So Spencer used the idol on himself instead of Jeremiah, and that's why Jeremiah went home. Yeah, Tony was only faking him out. He had the real idol. He just said it was fake, just to mess with Spencer. Now, to me, I have to give him mad props, because that's like one of the biggest moves ever done in Survivor. I don't think that's been done before, where you pull out an idol, and then the person like switches what they're going to do with that other person's idol. and it was like interesting. Jeremiah went home, and I was like, fuck. Yes, they are fucked. Shit out of luck. I have to give you this. Tony is really smart. Honestly, I can see him being a returning player in a returning player season. Maybe Heroes vs. Villains 2 or something. But I think Tony will be back in another Survivor season. Well, he's the most likely. Well, Jeremiah, it's time I give you your send-off. Jeremiah, you were a pretty cool dude. You weren't the stereotypical beauty model guy, and yeah, you kept it secret from people, but I don't think they would have thought you were stupid or anything. You were pretty cool, and you were loyal, and if it wasn't for that fake out, you would probably if it wasn't for that fake out, you still would have been in the game. But, you know, you're a cool dude, and you made it to Final 8, which not many people can say. Time to X them out. 5 people in the Tony Alliance, and Spencer and Tosh being the only ones on their alliance. Will it be a clean sweep for Tony's alliance to be in the finale? Or is Spencer and Tosh going to think of something to get their numbers down? Find out on the next episode of Survivor Cagayan. And I'll see you guys next time. Comment, like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you next time.